Man, I'm about to meet you. You over here crunchy. All right, all right, all right, all right. You are at the Sugar Shack, but this is a serious Sugar Shack segment called Let's Talk About It. You know what I'm saying? And I'm waiting for a few more people to get in here. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the two that's in here. And we will start this real soon, man. It's going to be some uncomfortable talk. And some people might feel a little different about talking about it. So just give me a few seconds and we'll get at it. Just give us a few seconds, man, because it's about to be real sentimental here, man. We're gonna talk about our culture. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it means, man. Let's talk about it. You always piss, Shay. Shout out to the three that's in the street right now, man. Diesel Wolf in the building. What's good?
Diesel, what's up, sis? Shay. Y'all blue. Shout out to the blue crew. You heard me. Cheer me out, Shay.
Mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me good? Can y'all hear me good?
I can hear you good.
Okay, can y'all hear Dez good?
Can y'all hear a real nigga?
And is the music too loud or is it just right?
I think the music just right.
Cool, cool, cool.
You know what I'm saying? I can hear myself talk and stuff. All right, y'all. So today's topic is what's today's topic, babe? Tell me.
Well, it's basically let's talk about it. So what we gonna talk about? Some people might get uncomfortable, but it need to be talked about. You know what I mean? And it's not a. This show is not
Russ,
about
what's
a
good, Russ?
black and white thing. It's not about a black and white thing. It's about right and wrong. But it's gonna talk about timelines and you know situations where black on black crime has happened, white on black crime has happened, and what are the consequences. So that's what we basically gonna be talking about when we talk about reality, what's right and what's wrong. It's not no black and white thing. So for those individuals that may be white that's listening to this, it's nothing against y'all. It's nothing against our race. It's just right or wrong. And sometimes these things need to be talked about. And we never talk about it. And we do talk about it, we make it a black and white thing, but it ain't a black and white thing. It's the right and wrong. It's right and wrong. You know, people need to understand the difference of it. You know what I'm saying? What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. So that's what this is about. What's up, Russ? What's up, Diesel? My hood chick in the building. Mimi Marie in the building.
Sharing us out on Twitter.
That's what's up. You can run us while you clean it, cause it's going. And then another thing, we gonna put the link out. So just in case somebody want to jump up here and have their own opinion about it instead of writing it in the chat, you're able to do that. If you feel uncomfortable doing that, then you can stay in the chat. But it's gonna be questions asked, and of course everybody gonna have their opinions. I'm gonna be reading certain things, the timelines of unharmed black men and things like that. But it all boils down to the Dallas police officer that just got 10 years for killing that black guy in his own house. So all of it's gonna lead up to that. These will say I wish racism would go away. We are all humans and we bleed red blood and we all have a right to be here. Yeah, but you know what? Racism gonna always be around because everybody makes everything a black and white thing. So it'll never go away.
How come it's always a black or white issue instead of a
Right or
a
wrong.
white and Mexican or a white and Indian? Why it gotta be just black and white?
Because you gotta look at what the world persuades as powerful. What cultures are powerful. You know what I'm saying? Right there you got whites and you got blacks. Those are the most powerful cultures if they looking at it that way. You know what I'm saying? So how can you stop these two cultures from being as one? You know what I'm saying? Stop them from making children together and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a part of a game that the government got going on. But we're gonna start off by saying, I think it's not a black and white thing. I think it's right from wrong. What I mean by that is me and Bay was talking about this before I even said I want to do this show. But okay, they just gave her 10 years for going in this man's house, saying that she thought it was her house, and he get up off his couch because apparently somebody's in his house. He get up out of his couch and she shoots him twice, kills him, and then when she reports it, she says she mistaken for her house. But during that whole investigation, it's supposed to have been investigating, her entering this man's house. Instead of them investigating that, they're trying to cover her ass and say, "Hey, we know it's drugs in his house, yada yada yada." They tried to make him to be out to be a bad guy, but to come to find out he was a pillar of the community. So it was in no way that this was
I
going to get
still want to
swept
know
under the
why
rug.
did she? Not that,
Why did she what?
why did she kill him? Like, what was the
She thought
motive?
he was a
How she know
burglar.
him? Why she just want?
She thought he was a burglar in her house. She thought that was her house. That's what she said. She went in the wrong house. You know what I'm saying? Thought
Oh, so how old is this hoe? So now she can't see.
no, I mean that's just what she told him. That's what she told him. But I mean, she
How
got
you
10
in the
years.
wrong house?
She got 10 years and she'll be up for parole in 5 years. So my whole
But
thing
that man
about it,
died. Motherfucking Selena killer still in jail. Got more time than that.
yeah, Diesel, and that's what I'm saying. She knew what she did. And that's the reason why she still got charged. But my whole thing is they gave her 10 years, eligible for parole in 5 years. Now, in reality, we all know that people who sell drugs get more than 10 years. And they get no parole. And if they do
We
get some parole, it's going to be after they serve at least 10 years. They're not going to get no 10 years and 5 years they get on parole. No, they're going to make them do at least 10 to 15 years before they even see the streets again. You know, but my whole thing and my whole point about this is she gets 10 years, eligible for 5 years parole. A young man's life is gone. You know, his parents was looking for her to get 26 years, a year for every year that he was on this earth. He was nothing but 26 years old. But it's it's the way the government goes. It's the way the system goes. The system is not made for black people. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's gonna get real deep, and I don't want nobody to feel no type of way because it's not a racist thing. We're not making it a black and white thing. We're making it a right and wrong thing, and we all know what's right and what's wrong. So the system is not made up for black people. Period. She killed this innocent black man sitting on his couch, probably eating ice cream, watching TV, watching Sports Center or something. Here's someone come in his house. He gets up, boom, boom, he's dead. You know, he gets this 10 years. Now, if the shoe was on the other foot and it was a black man said that he mistakenly went into this white woman's house thinking that it was his, killed her, how many years y'all think he would have got? Do you think he would have got parole? No, he probably would have got life or even the death penalty with no parole. If he got life, it'd have been with no
did you
parole.
say if he was
In
black
that state of
and
Texas, they have the death penalty. If this person, if the white woman was black and they went into a white person home and killed them dead like that and said they thought that they were in their own place, you know what I'm saying? He would have.
first of all, that's just absurd. How did you think that you so your grown ass just thought that you was in a whole nother house?
She was
What the fuck? She lived next door to him?
upstairs.
How the fuck she missed the stairs? That's so
But
dumb.
first of all, when she seen him, she was following him anyways because she was making it seem like he don't belong in um that complex. Like he didn't live there.
This an old bitch. How old is she?
I can't remember how old she is. Let me look that up. If anybody in the chat room knows how old she is, can y'all please put that in the chat room? But the
Clearly,
whole
she
thing
way older
is,
than fucking 26.
but the whole thing is, if it was a black woman, police officer, black man, police officer, whatever, went in there and did that, it'd have been a totally different situation. But what I'm saying is a black person life to be taken is worth 10 years. Like when you take a black person life, that's what it's worth 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was a black person kill a black person, now you kill two birds with one stone because you got one black person dead, and then you got the other one going to prison for life. So that's the difference that I'm trying to make.
There's one less black person walking around the world.
Exactly. But they killed two. They killed two with one stone because one is dead, and then the other one we're gonna just send them away forever. But when a white person killed a black person, either they get some community service, probation, or in this case, they get 10 years, which she's not going to do the 10 years. She's going to do five
Time
years
and a half.
or less than 5 years and get right on parole and get out of here. Her bond was $300,000. She did that. She got that in seconds.
So she could really get out in about 3.
They're gonna make sure she get out. You know what I mean? But the whole thing is, like, the system is so fucked up.
To the how? Facts. Big facts.
But we gonna sit here and go to the timelines. I'm gonna read some. We're gonna do some timelines of unarmed black people killed by police over the past couple years. Let's just say
Welcome to the stream, Jalen.
two years, something like that. So let's start off with this. When Michael Brown was shot to death by a white police officer in Ferguson, Missouri in August 2014, it awakened a movement that began with the previous killing of another black teenager, Trayvon Martin. We both know those names. Who was shot in 2012 by a neighborhood watch volunteer, George Zimmerman. Of course, we know who George Zimmerman is. Brown's death was not the first of its kind since Martin's. Just a month prior, Eric Gardner died after being placed in a chokehold by NYPD officers. Both deaths sparked protests across the country, protests that were renewed when grand juries declined to charge the officer involved in either case. So we already know about Michael Brown, Trayvon Martin, the killer George Zimmerman, you know what I'm saying, and the NYPD officer that got off from choking Eric Gardner. I guess he was selling loose cigarettes, you know what I'm saying, and ended up dying after that. So we're going to start with April 30th, 2014, Dontre Hamilton. This happened in Milwaukee. I'm going to tell you a little bit of this story. Okay. Dontre Hamilton, he was 31, was fatally shot 14 times by a police officer in Milwaukee Park. The officer was responding to a call from employees at a nearby Starbucks, allegedly that Hamilton, who had been diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, was disturbing the peace. The officer who arrived first determined that Hamilton wasn't doing anything illegal. Officer Christopher Maney showed up later, and after trying to pat down Hamilton, engaged in a struggle with him that led to the shooting. Maney was not charged. Hamilton's mother, Maria Hamilton, is organizing a march in Washington, D.C. on May 9th to call for justice. Now, that was in 2014 of August. And then we go to Eric Gardner, July 17, 2014, in New York. Let's talk about this story. Eric Gardner, 43, was killed after he was put in an illegal chokehold for 15 seconds by a white police officer, allegedly for selling loose cigarettes. Gardner said, "I can't breathe," 11 times as he was held down by several officers on the sidewalk. The officer who put Gardner in a chokehold, Daniel Panlito, was not charged. Gardner's death sparked peaceful protests across the nation, with demonstrators adopting the phrase "I can't breathe" as a symbol and slogan of the protest. Let's keep it moving. August 5th, 2014. John Crawford III, Dayton, Ohio. Let's talk about this. He was 22 years old, was shot and killed by a police officer at Walmart in Beaver Creek, Ohio. There did not appear to be a confrontation with the police, and Crawford was unarmed. He had been holding a toy BB gun. The officers involved in the shooting, Sean Williams and David Darkwood, were not charged. Let's go to Michael Brown. Unarmed Michael Brown, 18.
Hold on, baby. I'm sorry. Did you say that the man was holding a Twinkie?
No, he was holding a toy BB gun.
Oh, okay.
So he was in that case, he was in Walmart. And we gonna get to the next one though. Let me get back to the chat room also. And I'm reading this stuff, which most of us already know about it, but some of us don't know the stories and everything. But it leads all back to a fucked up system. But this guy was in Walmart, and he was going to go purchase a BB gun. A lot of BB guns nowadays look like real guns. So he was walking around with this BB gun on his shoulder. It looked like a small rifle, whatever. So, as people seeing the video of this situation, he was walking with it, and people was like moving away from like he had a real gun. So somebody called the police. They came in, they see them with it, and they didn't even give him a warning like freeze or anything like that. They just straight shot him. And then when they finally get over there, oh, it's a BB gun. And the crazy thing about it is he had just purchased that BB gun from Walmart and was trying to leave up out of there with it. So it's no warning at all. It was no warning at all. It's just pow pow. You know what I'm saying? You're doing something bad. So that was a messed up situation. It wasn't no one charge at all. Okay, so let's go to Michael Brown. Another Michael Brown, 18, was shot and killed by Ferguson police officer in Darwood. In November, a grand jury declined to charge Wilson with fatal shooting. Brown's death and the lack of charges against Wilson sparked protests, and some of them violent in Ferguson and across the nation. On March 4th, the Department of Justice announced that it too would not charge Wilson for the shooting after its also investigation. It's just like, okay, y'all supposed to protect and serve, but y'all not protect and serve. Y'all just straight killing out here. August 11th, 2014, Ezell Ford, Florence, California. 25-year-old mentally ill man was shot 3 times, including once in the back by a white police officer. He was unarmed. The investigation is still ongoing, but it has been placed on an investigative hold. So far, no charges have been filed against Shelton Wamper and Antonio Villegas, the 2 officers involved. So that's still ongoing. No one's charged. August 12, 2014, Dante Park, Victorville, California. Dante Parker, 36-year-old father of 5, died in police custody after being repeatedly stunned by a taser in San Bernardino County. The local investigation is still ongoing, but the NAACP has called for the federal government to take over, according to San Bernardino. So that's another case that's ongoing. He was tased until he died, and he was mentally ill. And I don't know if nobody's seen this. I think it was a couple, probably, I can't say a couple months ago, maybe 6 months ago, at the beginning of this year, it was a black man that was sitting in his car at the stoplight. He was having a stroke, so he couldn't move anything. You know what I'm saying? He just in his car having a stroke. People call the police. The police comes up and they tase this man all in his face, his chest, his back, slam him on the ground, knee him, tell him to stop resisting, which his body, I think it was his left side of his body was stiff because he's having a stroke. You know what I'm saying? They thinking that he was high off drugs or something like that, but he actually was having a stroke. So let's move on to Tanisha Anderson in Cleveland.
Welcome to the live prime. Shout out to the 7 in the stream. Share me out.
Tanisha Anderson, 37, died after officers in Cleveland allegedly slammed her head on the pavement while taking her into custody. Anderson's family says she had bipolar disorder and schizophrenia. The investigation into the case remains ongoing and no charges have been filed against the officers involved. Now, I done read like 4 or 5 of these, and 3 of them are still under investigation and no one has been charged. Let's go to November 20th, 2014. I think his name is Akai Gurley, Brooklyn, New York. He was 28, was shot and killed by a police officer while walking in a dimly lit New York City public housing stairwell with his girlfriend. Gurley, who was unarmed, was pronounced at the hospital. New York Police Department Commissioner Bill Bratton called the shooting an accidental discharge. The officer rookie Peter Lane, hold on, this is screwing up. The officer rookie Peter Lane was charged with second-degree manslaughter, criminally negligent homicide, second-degree assault, reckless endangerment, and 2 counts of official misconduct. So we got one officer that was charged. I think that was the very first one that got charged in the killing of someone that I knew of. This chick now that got the 10 years, she's the second one that I know of that got charged. Let's keep it moving. November 22nd, 2014, Tamir Rice, Cleveland. I'm quite sure everybody know about this. He was 12 years old, was shot and killed by Cleveland police officers after officers mistook his toy gun for a real weapon. The 2 police officers involved, Timothy and Frank, have not been charged. Rice's family has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the officer and the city of Cleveland. December 2nd, 2014, Romaine Bryson, Phoenix. Some of these names probably don't ring a bell to y'all because they wasn't, like the Tamir Rice or the Michael Brown, type case, Eric Gardner, where it sparked something real big, But he was 34. He was shot and killed by a Phoenix police officer who mistook a pill bottle for a weapon. Officer Mark Ryan was not charged, following a probe by the county attorney's office, so he wasn't charged. So he mistook a pill bottle for a weapon. What pill bottle? If y'all know everybody know what a pill bottle is. What pill bottle is the size of a gun? A pill bottle is probably the size of a pocket knife. But if you have a gun and somebody has a pocket knife, how can they even get close to you to even use that knife? When you having a gun, not even having a gun, just having a taser. And that's another thing that I understand. Like they created these weapons, these tasers and everything to stop people from getting near them or just disarming them if they have any type of weapon. And they never use taser. And if they do use the taser, they use it to the point where someone dies. So okay, let's look at what the chat room is saying right now. Diesel will say we should just all the people who killed no sense in wasting taxes to pay the house murders, but that's a dream. They will never leave the bubble. We should just hang all their asses. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all what I came up with when I think about killings and stuff like that. Let's just all open the horizons of our brain, of mind. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, don't think of it being a racist thing because we all can talk about this. We all adults. We can talk about stuff like this without insulting each other or feeling like someone disliked this race because of this color. That's not this type of show, right or wrong. But I think if the system was fair and individuals that was proven guilty that they actually had murdered somebody, like they really did a thorough investigation and just not said you're guilty because of how they felt. Because I feel like judges do that all the time. If they feel something in their heart, they're not trying to even hear if this person really guilty or not guilty. They just go off their feelings. You know what I'm saying? These will say put them all on a desert island. I think I got something better than that. I think this will slow down the killing. Just in my mentality. Whatever you do to take someone's life, it happens to you. That's your death penalty. So if you stab somebody for 15 times, 20 times, however, and they died, you die the same gruesome way. If you shot somebody, I mean, every time you shot them, wherever you shot them, you died the same way. If you drowned someone, if you raped someone, or whatever you did that was a crime and you was found guilty of it, it happens to you. And I think at some point somebody or everybody would say, hey, you know what? I would not commit a crime. I would not commit a crime. Because you got to look at it like we over here in America, they put us in prisons and jails and the youngest in juvenile systems, and they feel like
Eye
Cajun.
for an eye.
What was that? What you say, sweetheart?
I said eye for an eye. I said eye for an eye.
Eye for eye. Yeah, so it's just like I think that was. I think people stop killing when they do that. Like when they make example out the first person that murdered somebody, and instead of having them land on a machine, disabling their nerves, and where they
Right, going to
feel
sleep.
it,
They going to
yeah,
sleep.
that don't do that.
They going to
Let
sleep.
them let them feel the same pain that the person
Yep.
they killed did, and I guarantee that will stop killings around this world. Because you got to look at it,
But
third world
but
country.
within but I feel like it should be that way within reason. Like if you accidentally killed a motherfucker, then it was an accident.
Okay, but that's the situation, and that where people can be. That's when people will go to prison for murder or something
But
like
that's the
that. But
problem
if
too,
you
because
are found
everybody's saying it
guilty
was a fucking
of
accident.
killing, but that's what I'm saying. When you do a thorough investigation, you know what I'm saying. Some of these killings is just common sense. You killed this person. It's common sense. You know what I'm saying? And then 9 times out of 10, they say, "Oh well, this person was mentally ill." Well, if a police officer was mentally ill, then how the fuck did he get on the force? Because you have to do a polygraph, you got to do all these things to make sure that you have a straight mind going into being able to carry a firearm and be able to protect and serve. I know this offhand because I got a degree in it and I was going to be a police officer and a probation officer and all this and that. So I know the test that they have to go through to find out if you're mentally ill or, you know what I'm saying, or if you're mentally stable to even be in that position. You know what I'm saying? Not only that,
Thank you.
far as communities that we grew up in, you know, let's start with the local police officer. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be a lot better for communities far as hiring people who has been in that community all their life as police officers. Don't get nobody from 5 different states away, and then they come in this community and they trying to debo stuff because they basically scared because they don't know these people, and these people basically scared because they don't know this person. They didn't grow up around this person. They never knew this person. You know what I'm saying? But this person is coming in here with this aggressive attitude when they don't have to. But I think if most of the police officers in these local communities was people that they grew up seeing as a kid, you know what I'm saying? I think it'd be a lot more easier for police to patrol and feel safe and the people around them to feel safe. That's just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? But they go get these people. Most of the police officers that's on a force, most of them are veterans from wars and stuff. They are built to kill.
All right,
You know what I'm saying?
Diesel.
Then you got some of them that,
All right, Diesel. Have a good night, sis.
all right, Diesel. But
Thank you for stopping by.
these people are meant to kill. That's what they are trained to do. They are trained to kill. You know, and then you got some that's just, even though they got the badge, they just afraid and they feel like they got power over you, so they just tell you do this or do that. You know what I'm saying? Like people need to understand their rights. You know what I'm saying? Everything that a police officer say to you, you don't have to do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's has came to a point where they have American people, American citizens so afraid to not listen to them. You know what I'm saying? And they feel that they have authority to make you
For real
listen
though.
to them.
A
So
cop threw me on the
basically,
ground before. That
basically
shit
trying to,
fucked me up.
a cop threw you on the ground before. Why did he throw you on
Check
the
this
ground?
out. I was in the okay. Why he threw me on the ground?
Yes.
You say why he threw me on the ground?
Yes.
Because I wasn't saying nothing.
Because you wasn't saying nothing. What did you do for him to even put his hands on you?
I didn't do anything. Okay, so I was in the car with my friend. I was in the car with my friends. Two girls in the front and a boy in the back, and they had picked me up to go spend the night to our house. So anyway, I'm just sitting in the back. I'm literally just sitting. I got in there with my book sack and a Pepsi I was drinking. She backed up out of she had backed up out of her car. She turned and got to the corner to the stop sign. When she turned left, she like did like a swerve she did like a swerve or whatever, I guess to be funny or whatever. She did like a swerve in the street, and then like out of nowhere, like five cop cars just popped up on us. And when they popped up on us, she like the boy in the back seat. He had he's so dumb. He was moving around because he didn't have his seatbelt on. So but when they came to the window, he had the light. He was shining the flashlight, and whenever they was what he did. He told him step out the car. So whenever he stepped out the car, as soon as he stepped out the car, he like slammed the door into him and was like, if you make another fucking move, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. Or something stupid like that. Like, but you just told him to step out the car though. It was so weird, but whatever. So I'm just sitting there, and when he came around to my side, like he was saying, "What y'all got up in here? Y'all got something up in here?" Cause she had a fucking Four Loco in a bag, like in a can, in a bag though, in the front
Yeah.
seat. I mean, I'm oblivious to all of this shit. I don't know. I'm just sitting in the back seat. So when he came to my side, he raised the window down. He was like, "What you got on you?" And I was like, "Nothing." He was like, "Well, who got something on you?" And I was like, "Nobody." That's all I said. He was like, so what? So you're not gonna talk to me? So you don't want to look at me and talk to me? The door. He was like, okay. He opened up the door and he just yanked me out the fucking car and just threw me on the fucking ground. And then like, so I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just like, I thought I had the right to not say. I thought I don't have to say nothing. And he was like, well, you could use that right now and shut the fuck up. And he put handcuffs on me. And he was like, you still not gonna say nothing? And he was like, okay, come sit up in my car then. And he put me in the back of his car. And I'm like hyperventilating now because I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I back here? And then he went to the car. He went to the back to the car where they were at, and he came back with a bag, like with like a dime of some weed. And he was like, "Now they say that this is for you. So this why you was being quiet." But what the fuck are you talking about? I have nothing to do with that. And then like I got a whole charge and all kind of shit for it.
So they charge you with the marijuana.
And the liquor and her liquor.
And
But that's besides
none
the
of your
point. They wouldn't
friends
even let me.
like
He wouldn't even let me out the car. He wouldn't let me out the back seat of the car. I'm like, can you let me out the back seat of the car? Like I'm just like, why am I in the back seat? Like I had never been in the back seat of a cop car. I think I just started tripping. Like, cause first of all, you literally just threw me on the floor. Like I like just threw me on the fucking ground. And then like like a lady cop, he was gonna wait for a woman cop to get a woman cop was supposed to be on the way or something, but he like took my book sack and like he like opened it. He just like threw all my like everything, all my shit just all on the fucking ground and shit. And he was so then another man said, okay, well since nobody wanted to talk to me, charges for it. So everybody left there with the charges for it. And he made me get, I'm pissed the fuck off going to fuck off. Whenever he said that they said that was mine, I was like, I'll beat the fuck out of all y'all, bitch. I just start going to fuck off because I have nothing to do with that. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't even know what, like, that was y'all's. And like, so I'm yelling at them, beefing with them. And he made me, whenever it was over with, he let me out the car and he was like, okay, now you got to ride back with them or whatever. And I didn't want to ride back with them. So I walked.
So, are you still cool with these people?
Oh no, I never talked to them ever again.
So you did get a charge.
I got a ticket, but I had never been in trouble. So I had to go. We first of all, I had never been in trouble. So whenever I got home, I like told my mama immediately. I was like, Ma, I told her what happened, and she was like, "What the fuck? I told you that them people not your friend or whatever." So anyway, because it's so fucked up because I had got my car that day and I parked my car and when I got home. I went to their house to show them my car and then they followed me back home because they was like, come spend a night with us. So I parked my car and I went with them. I could have just stayed home. I was like, y'all gonna bring me to school in the morning. That's why I had my books at. But anyway, so my mama goes to this fucking lawyer, and we had to pay $800 for each one, for each charge for the liquor and for the fucking weed, right? But we get to the fucking court, and they only gave me pretrial diversion, which I could have had a appointed lawyer, and that shit was given to every fucking body. So we really gave him that money for no reason.
Right. Is it an echo for you?
I had to go to some fucking obstacle course all in the fucking woods. Huh? Huh?
Is it echoing?
Huh? I can't hear
Is
you.
it echoing? I
What?
hear double. I hear double.
Nah, nah. I don't know why you hear devil. I don't hear devil. So anyway, I had to go to a fucking obstacle course and all kind of bullshit. What's up, Chicago, bro?
What's good, bro? So
Yeah, but
back.
I wanted to them hoes needed to get the business for that shit. I never fuck with them hoes after that. Them hoes hit me up when my daddy died, but like on some shit like that, like, oh, you been on my mind type shit. Oh, I see that you live in Hawaii. Oh, I see that you a flight attendant or some shit like that. But I have never associated with them hoes no more. One of them wrote a book and I was like, congratulations. I guess because we grown or something, but I never fucked with them after that.
Right. So for the people,
But yeah,
before
they
this
kind of fucking threw
exchange,
me on the ground. So more of the story is, I have like a fucking, like, I don't fuck with no cop. Like, I just don't like them. Ever since that happened to me, I just don't like them. But like, back to what you was saying when you was like, you don't have to do what they say.
yeah,
So like, this man was harassing me in IHOP. This man was fucking harassing. Like, okay, we in fucking IHOP after club eating. This nigga walk up to the table and he flirting with my homegirl and my cousin. So they all talking to him and stuff like that. Now, literally, so he just like, oh, so what? You too good to talk to me, or whatever. Like, you too good. You too good to whatever. Like, on some flirt type shit, some arrogant shit. So I was just like, I don't have to say anything to you. He was like, yeah, you do, or something like that. So I'm like, no, the fuck I don't. So like, cops was outside because it was all busy or whatever. So the cops run to the motherfucking table, and he like, you don't say another motherfucking word. You shut the fuck up right now. This is what the cop told me. I'm like, how the fuck you gonna tell me to shut the fuck up when he's at my table fucking with me? Don't say nothing else, he said. So I'm just like, really? So I'll just leave. No, you're not gonna leave. You're gonna stay here. How you gonna tell me I'm gonna stay here?
so was you when you was telling him that you don't have to talk to him or whatever? Were you like loud, like
No,
calling him?
No, he got loud. He like broke a glass and shit.
So they just came over and told you to
He
shut the
like
fuck up.
knocked like the glasses off the table. Yeah, they told me to shut the fuck up.
Who did the police?
Yeah, they came to me and told me to shut the fuck up. Uh-huh.
But who knocked the
He was
glasses
like, don't
off
say
the
another
table?
fucking he was like, don't say another fucking word. Huh?
Who knocked the glasses off the table?
The boy.
So what did they do to
He
him?
caught himself catching a I don't know. The other cop was just telling him to shut up and go to his table. So he got to they told him to be shut up and go to his table. And I'm telling him like, why did you approach me like that? Like and he's telling me to shut the fuck up. So and I'm just thinking in my head, like, so I'm gonna go to jail because you want me to shut up? I'm
Well,
just thinking like,
they got tactics to arrest people. Like 9 times out of 10, if they pull any male, black male,
resisting.
it ain't got to it ain't got to be a black male. It's just it just depends on the cop and how they feel it at night. But it's so many different tactics that they do
Hold on, babe.
you move to make you move to say that you are resisted arrest. Like it's been plenty of times where we didn't got pulled over and we didn't get out the car and they start searching everybody and they will go up your legs and grab your nuts and any man in this world or anybody when you getting touched in an appropriate area you're going to move as soon as you move like turn towards them they say stop resisting and there goes the confrontation. So it's like I said, this whole show was to talk about what's right and wrong. And what's wrong is our justice system. It's just wrong. It's fucked up. I just watched a little piece of what Trump was doing today. It was actually live and it was a news reporter asking him a question and he just got cocky like, are you talking to me? And don't ask me no questions. Ask the Finland president a question and he went to talking about how corrupt the media is, and he said, which he is correct about the media. The media is corrupt. You know what I'm saying? Like 9 times out of 10, we all visionaries. You know what I'm saying? We see something and we take it from there. You know what I'm saying? So we see something on TV, like, oh, okay, that's how it was, but it ain't really the full story of it. But for this man to be the president of the United States and talk to people like they ain't nothing, and then just threaten people saying, hey, if I get impeached, then it's going to be a civil war. You know, I'm not upset at nothing that he's doing. I don't approve of anything that he's doing, but I'm not upset at nothing he's doing because people voted for him. But it just shows and proves how the justice system and the government is so fucked up. So no matter what we do or how we try to do things, it's always going to result to either somebody being killed or somebody being locked up and no justice is being served. I think with this lady getting 10 years, it was just, hey, we're going to give her a slap on the wrist. We're going to give you 10 years, but you probably won't do no more than 5 and you'll be out, and that's just a slap on the wrist. But like I said, if it was a black on black crime, you got one dead black person and then you got another black person that's going to prison for the rest of their life. So the justice system is just fucked up, and that's the reason why this topic is called "Let's Talk About It" because a lot of people is afraid to talk about this type of situation because it makes them feel uncomfortable. Let me see. Let's go to
I'm here back.
Jermaine Reed, Bridgeton, New Jersey, December 30th, 2014. Oh no, 2014. 14. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. 20 Okay. Jermaine Reed, 36, was shot and killed by police officers in Bridgeton, New Jersey. He was a passenger in a car driven by his friend who was pulled over by police. In the dash cam video footage of the stop, the officer is heard claiming that there is a gun in the glove compartment. Police shouted at Reed not to exit the car, but he did, with his hands apparently in front of his chest. That's when the officer, Brahim Days and Roger Worley, opened fire, striking. Days and Worley were placed on administrative leave with pay for ensuing investigation, which remains ongoing. The shooting was part of protests and calls for the state attorney general to also investigate. So that's nothing right here. Now this one right here, March 6, 2015, Tony Robinson, Madison, Wisconsin. Let me give y'all a little bit about Madison, Wisconsin. I went to Madison East High School as a teenager. My dad stays in Madison, Wisconsin. Tony Robinson, which was 19, I went to school with his dad. So I knew this kid. You know what I'm saying? And when I heard about him, like, damn, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Kid wasn't no bad kid. You know what I'm saying? He was a big ass kid though, but wasn't a bad kid. But he was shot and killed. Hold on, I hate when this stuff is. I think it took me to something else. Hold on.
Hold on,
Yeah.
babe.
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
All right. So Tony Robinson, 19, was shot and killed by a Madison police officer who was responding to reports of someone disrupting traffic. Police said Robinson allegedly assaulted the officer who then shot him 3 times. Robinson was unarmed. The investigation remains ongoing. So when this happened, my cousin called me. He's like, man, you remember such and such we went to school with, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, you know, his son just got killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real? He's like, yeah. He's like, it was by a police officer, though. So he was telling me the story. Well, he was arguing with his girlfriend in the house. And the police went in there and they was yelling or whatever, and they tried to grab him. And he pushed him off because he was, like I said, he was a big 19-year-old. Real tall, big, you know what I'm saying? Police officers all small and shit. So they was afraid. And they shot him 3 times just off a push. You know, and people was out there looking and was telling them that, you know, he wasn't in his right mind because I think he was bipolar or something, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't care about that. They still killed him 3 times. They shot him 3 times. Killed him. March 31st, 2015, Philip White, Vineland, New Jersey. Let's talk about this. He was 32, died while in police custody in New Jersey. Police had responded to a call about White acting out and called the ambulance because he appeared to be in medical distress. A violent encounter ensued. Video footage appeared to show police dog biting White while he was on the ground. White was later pronounced dead in the hospital. This ain't no type of shooting or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just he basically was beat to death. The officers involved have not been charged as the investigation continues. April 2nd, 2015, Eric Harris, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Eric Harris was 44, was shot and killed by a 73-year-old reserve deputy officer who allegedly mistook his own gun for a taser. The entire incident was captured on dash cam video. The officer, Robert Bates, was charged with manslaughter. So he was charged with manslaughter. But let me tell you, like all these people that's being charged, all these officers that's being charged, they're being charged with manslaughter and things like that. That means you're going to get out. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get out of prison when you have charges like that. Because it's less charge. It's less charges. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let's just say a black man kill a black man. He's going to get first degree murder, second degree murder, third degree murder, something like that. You know what I mean? Not gonna be manslaughter or anything like that, because they need to keep him in. April 4th, 2015, Walter Scott, North Charleston, South Carolina. Now, I'm quite sure everybody remember this with the guy running away from the police officer in a green shirt, and they just shoot him in the back. Walter Scott, 50, was shot by a police officer while running away from a traffic stop for a broken tail light. Officer Michael Slager claims Scott had taken his stun gun. Slager was fired and charged with murder after video surfaced showing Scott running away his back to the officer. The officer fired. So he was actually charged with murder.
Tony, welcome to the live. Tony Fresh, welcome to the live, bro.
Okay, let's go to April 19th, 2015. Now, this is just this is 4 years ago. Like I done spoke about so many different murders. So that's what I call a murder. You know what I'm saying? And it's I haven't even got out of 2015 yet.
What other people call them?
What was that? What other people
What if you say you call them murders? What other people call them?
other some people call it justice. I don't know.
Uh-uh.
I don't know how, but I mean, I'm quite sure people don't look at it. Everybody ain't gonna look at it the same way. It's the whole thing. The whole thing is this justice system is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And when black kills black, you got one dead black person, and you got the other one in prison forever. Let's talk about
Tell
Gray.
Tony, we talking about um ain't it called injustice?
It's just basically the justice system. It's bullshit. You know what I'm
That
saying?
lady, that woman said she went into the wrong house.
Let
So
me
she
let me.
skipped the whole stairs and walked into the downstairs house and killed the man.
hmm I'm trying to find out her name.
Killed them dead, and now she only got 10 years. She got 10 years and he don't get no more years. His life is over. What the fuck?
uh,
He say we don't stick together as a people. We allow that. But as a people, what can
it's
we do?
it, Tony. It don't
We
matter if
outnumber. We outnumber.
you say we outnumbered.
Yeah. What can we
No, we
do?
not.
All that's gonna happen is some
We
big
not
ass
outnumbered.
riots.
We not outnumbered.
So
Not out.
what? So
No,
why we can't come together as a people then?
because we are taught not to come together. People are taught. Blacks are taught not to come together. Period. It's too much greed. Just pay attention. Like let me give you a perfect example. You could be walking down the street and you see two white people on the other side of the street, and you looking at them, or you walk past them, and you looking at them. You know what I'm saying? When you walk past them, they're not gonna say, "What the fuck you looking at?" You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna say, "What the fuck you looking at?" Or let's put like this: two white people walking past each other, and one's looking at the other one. He's not gonna say, "What the fuck you looking at?" You know what I'm saying? He might say, "Hey, I like your shoes." He said, "Oh, I got these from such and such." You know what I'm saying? And they start having a conversation. Then they end up networking and they making money together. Two black people walk past each other. One's looking at them. He said, "What the fuck you looking at?" You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you looking at now? Pow, 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 or a fight. You know, we are meant to hate each other, dislike each other. Even when it's not, it could be that that person was admiring his shoes and wondering where he got those shoes from. But it didn't even get to that conversation because it was already this motherfucker want to do something to me because he's staring at me. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
and then they probably had some stuff that they could have actually made money together with. You know what I'm saying? It's like why why are why is our race so ready to harm each other? You know what I'm saying? Like they will pick up a gun and say, "I'm gonna kill this nigga."
Well, that's why the people. That's why the people treat us the way. That's why they don't care when they take a black person's life because they feel like we kill each other anyway. How y'all kill each other on a daily basis, but then get mad when one of us kill y'all?
Okay, that's the whole thing. So the whole thing is the reason why we can't stick together because there's too much envy, too much jealousy. You know what I'm saying? If you making 6 figures and I'm making 3 figures, I'm not mad at you because you're making 6 figures. But I want to ask you how the hell you got up to that point to make 6 figures. But if I ask you that, you know what I'm saying, I might ask you in a way where you might look at it like, well, motherfucker, I got this shit out the mud. I'm not just going to give you the blueprint to go get it. You have to get it out the mud like me. But instead, you
Mhm.
should just go ahead and let them know, like, hey, I did this, I did that. If you do it this way, help that person. You know what I'm saying? Because what type of person that makes you if you feel that you should not help that person? It's
Mm-mm.
too much envy. It's too much envy. You know what I'm saying? Like why we don't ever help each other. But I guarantee, I'm gonna tell you, like I was at a gas station, probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and there was a white man standing at the door, and I already knew what he was gonna ask when I come out. You know what I'm saying? Black folks
But
are more black folks than the police and the KKK.
KKK.
Um, I have to see the percentages on that because Tony, you gotta understand, we weren't even
What
born.
the fuck happened to that
Motherfuckers walk down the
motherfucker
motherfucking
that?
street.
Why do I feel more safe in a white community than around my own people? Damn.
Tony, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk
Shout
about
out to the
it. You
boy
feel
in
me?
the stream.
You want to tell
Hey,
you
check
why?
this out.
Go ahead.
What the fuck happened? Who the fuck? What that man name was when that white lady lied and said that that man moved his hat at her or some shit,
Hmm?
looked at her or some shit.
I ain't heard nothing about that. What
They killed the man. They killed him dead. They burnt them up and all kind of shit.
oh, you
She
talking
and then
about
later
you
on
talking
she
about
said
you
she
talking about Emmett
lied.
Till? You talking about Emmett Till? The young
Yeah,
boy
yeah.
Emmett Till?
What say?
He didn't do
What she
anything
say
to
he
him.
did her? I know,
He
but
didn't
what did
do
she
anything to
say
him.
that he did her?
She
I mean,
she said
okay,
he
so
had, I
wait,
think
that
she
was an
said he
assumption.
raped her. Yeah, she
He
just
looked
told
at.
him
He
that
did. She said that he did her
he
something.
looked at her. He looked at her. He looked at her.
Yeah, he not supposed to. He not. He wasn't supposed to look at her. So she let that man. Now you see that bitch right there. They should have set that dumb shit. They should have set her motherfucking ass on fire.
Okay, so look, I mean, like the justice system is so fucked up. Now I don't know if y'all heard about this story, but the white lady that paid the people to give her child the good grades to get into college. You heard about that?
Nah, I never heard about that.
Well, I think she gave them like 150,000, 75,000, something like that. We kill each other
Mm.
so much they barely broadcast it nowadays. They're not gonna broadcast when we kill each other. They're not gonna broadcast it. They're gonna just
Nah,
throw it under
they
throw it under the rug.
broadcast when they kill one of us, so they can have a celebration all around the world.
So that lady didn't get no jail time for doing that, right? She didn't get no jail
Mm.
time for that. But it was this black lady that used one of her Asian friends' address to get her son in school, and they found out, and they gave her 5 years in prison for that.
Dumb shit. So this, what the fuck? What?
She
That's that
used
whole shit.
she used one of her friends' address to get her young son in preschool,
A whole address, a whole entire
and
address.
they gave her 5 years for that. I forgot what they called it. They
And
gave her
and
5 years
and,
in preschool.
and what the other bitch did? What she did to get her child in school?
She paid them to give her better scores.
Right. She paid a nigga off for better scores. This bitch used the address, and they just let this bitch off.
But Tony, I mean, can you tell us why do you feel more safe in a white community than around your own people? Do you think
I
everybody
don't feel like that. So I don't understand.
do you feel like everybody your color wants to rob you, wants to kill you?
It
Or
must be going down down there where he living.
I'm in the heart of Cincinnati. Like
He said he don't
you don't know.
know.
And and that right there would be the perfect word when a police officer asks you, what are you doing in this community? You're gonna say I live here. They at some point they're gonna ask you a question where in your mind you're gonna be like, I don't know. You want to tell you why you ain't gonna know? Because you don't belong there. Even though you're in that white community, they don't want you there. And you doing everything in your power not to disturb the white motherfucker. But guess what? You in a black community, it could be 12 at night. You drinking, 11 at night, 1 at night. You drinking, you gonna turn your motherfucking music up, and if a motherfucker comes to your door, you gonna tell them to get the fuck off your porch or you kill them. But that's in
Mhm.
your community. But I be guaranteed you ain't gonna turn that motherfucking music up in that white community. Because you know the first thing gonna happen, the police gonna end up at your door. So it's a way of being in fear. I'm not scared of the motherfucking police. Period. I'm gonna talk my shit every fucking time because I know my rights. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna never put them in a position where they feel threatened. Never put them in a position where they feel threatened. You know what I'm saying? And you got to ask them them type of questions. When you ask them type of questions, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel threatened? If they say no, they have no authority to be aggressive with you. Period. You know when they stop you, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to roll your window all the way down. You can crack it. You can ask them. Even I mean, 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you what they stopped you for, but sometimes they don't. But you want to try to engage a conversation with them quick as possible. You know, what did you stop me for? You know what I'm saying? And have all your information ready. Whatever you go reach for, you tell them, look, I'm gonna go reach for this. You know what I'm saying? And if they tell you to roll your window down a little bit more, whatever, you tell them no. I feel threatened. I'm afraid. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel threatened? You know what I'm saying? You got to ask questions like that, man, because if they know that you stupid, they gonna run all the stupid game with you to get you out that car. You know what I'm saying? I've been through that. You know what I'm saying? But I like to play with their mind, especially with me knowing my rights. You know what I'm saying? So I play with their minds because especially if I know I'm legit, then I like to play with them because that's what they do. When they know you're not legit, they gonna play with you. And 9 times out of 10, they gonna crack across your motherfucking head if you move the wrong way.
Right.
So when you play with their intelligence and they know that you know your rights, they not gonna fuck with you. They gonna get you on the fuck on your way and try to pull over the next dumb dumb. So it's all about knowing your rights, man. Like, I could say I'm just gonna put a percentage out there. I just say like 65 to 70% of our culture don't even know they fucking rights, but they know every fucking lyric to a song. That goes for some of our black children. You know what I'm saying? They know every lyric to a fucking song, but don't barely can say the ABCs. They 1, 2, 3s. They don't know their address. They don't know their parents' phone number. So it's so much
Cops will
more.
kill you
It's so
because
much
of the
more
color of your
than
skin. At the same time, niggas will kill you for the color of your shirt. They already gonna
it
feel
goes.
threatened because you black.
That goes all the way back to saying that
They
we
killing all the black
we
men.
we fear them. We fear them. We fear them, but don't fear each other. That's all it is. But it's you. Okay, look at it like this: when we are born, we are already in tune to hate our own kind. You know, when I was going to college, I did a research, and it was actually a real research where this white man took 5 white girls, 5 little black girls into a store and told them, "Look, I'm gonna buy y'all a doll. Y'all gonna pick the doll out, come back up to the register. I'm gonna pay for them. All them little girls, all them 10 little girls, 5 white girls, 5 black girls. They went and got a doll. They came back up to the cash register. All those girls had white dolls. He paid for them, took them back to the community center that they was at, and then he asked all the little black girls, "Why did y'all buy a white doll?" You know what their response was? The black doll was dirty. It was ugly. It didn't have no hair. You know, their hair was, if it did have hair, it was nappy. You know what I'm saying? So right there is showing that they were already born to hate their own skin color, their own hair. You know what I'm saying? How they look. They got the white dolls. Why did you get the white dolls? They said because it has pretty hair, it was clean, it had pretty eyes. You know what I'm saying? So and
Mimi still in the building. Shay still in the building. Turn up, y'all.
so it's all about us enlightening each other. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't always in a position to harm each other. You know what I'm saying? Like I stick to myself, but sometimes when I hear certain people talk, I see my people outside and they fighting this and that, whatever. Well, I get discouraged. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? When will we ever stop being so blind and understand that we all us ain't really out here to hurt each other? Yeah, it's always gonna be proven right. It's always gonna be proven right because if we take it all the way back to our ancestors, you know what I'm saying? Like they raped the black women in front of the black men, and then they killed the black men in front of they actually killed the black man and raped the black man in front of the black woman, so she can see that he's powerless. If you look at all of the slave movies that they have been showing, and if you look at like most of y'all probably grew up on Roots. Y'all ever seen Roots or ever heard of that movie Roots?
No.
Y'all ever heard of Shaka Zulu, Chicken George? Well, these are the movies that I watched when I was growing up, and they was like slavery movies. You know what I'm saying? All the black men in those movies were big and muscular. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see so many, men around here that's in the female side. They putting the men to be women now. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you think it's so hard for a black woman to trust a black man? You got so many black men nowadays want more attention than women. One woman want a man that want more attention than her, in the mirror longer than her, in the bathroom longer than her. Hate to get his fucking hands dirty. Hate to fall and scratch his knee. Don't no woman want no pussy ass nigga like that. She want to feel secure. You know what I'm saying? You walk in the house, this nigga got your fucking wig on. Come on now. What type of shit is that? She don't feel secured on that shit. So it's just it's this world crazy, you know what I'm saying? And I see certain shit and I be like, it make me upset, but I just mind my business. That's what I do. I mind my business, but at the same time, if it's somebody like my significant other or somebody that's close to me and we have a talk like that, I tell them I don't like that pussy ass shit right there. You know what I'm saying? And it might be funny to them or they might be like, oh, you mean, or you know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to men being gay, I'm really just this is my opinion. I really just feel like it's the females' fault once they find out this nigga gay and they be with him like, bitch, what you? Ooh, I like your hair, bitch. You got your nail done. Ooh, no, tell that nigga, goddamn it, take that fucking shit off. You is not one of us. You is a man, but y'all be all in that motherfucker with them all in the club, girl. You got that's bullshit. All that's bullshit. Edging that man on to think that he got motherfucking snatched between his motherfucking legs is not right. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much shit is being pushed on our children and on us that it ain't cool. Every human been having a percentage of black in them. I know when a motherfucker fuck with me, they gonna have a percentage of black in them. Yeah, feel me? Don't turn this shit into the sugar shack, man. We trying to be serious. Stop knocking, you feel me? Nah, but it's just I don't know, man. It's like how many people can agree when I say this? You know, most parents when their kids come home from school, they don't even ask them, "Hey, how was your school day?" You know what I'm saying? Do you got homework? You know, do you need help with your homework? None of that shit. They don't ask those questions. You know what I'm saying? So the kids just freely get to do what they want to do. And then 9 times out of 10, the parents is more friends to their children than a parent. So when they do try to discipline them, they look at it like, motherfucker, you can't tell me shit because they look at you as a friend. Parents have to understand how to separate the two of being a friend and being a parent. You know what I'm saying? Then half of them smoking with them, drinking with them, they fucking in the same house, and then you try to discipline this child that you let do the same fucking thing you doing. So it's just it's they got to get their mentality right. They got to get their mentality right in order to help the children in this world, man. Because right now, the way this shit is going, goddamn it, you have to just worry about your family. You can't worry about everybody else. You know, certain shit happen at my kids' school. When I go up there, I don't only talk for my kids. I talk for every kid in there. Because there's somebody else kid in there probably going through the same shit that my kid going through. So I asked the principals and the security guards like, what the fuck do y'all be doing? You know, y'all job is to make sure our kids is safe here while we at work. It's only 8 hours out of the day that y'all be around them. You know what I'm saying? While we at work. So when they leave the house, we expect them to go to school and be safe. And they ain't even safe at school. Because you got these people that's taking these positions, they just there for a check. So it's just crazy around here, man. It's crazy in this world that people who do know, they try to shut them up. They try to shut them up, and if they can't shut them up, then they kill them at some way. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey Hussle was a perfect example. It wasn't no he was in no gang shit that got him killed. Of course, we knew he was a gang member, but that man was changing his life around and teaching his people. And whenever they get somebody to teach and they teach the right way, they get them up out of here. Dr. Sebi, you know what I'm saying? One of the healthiest mans on the planet, you know what I'm saying? Teaching how to be healthy and this and that. He go to an airport with a large amount of money, and that's the last time you see him. Oh, he just all of a sudden caught pneumonia and died. Nah, this man had motherfucking shit to cure AIDS. You know what I'm saying? So it's just we got to pay attention to our surroundings and what's going on to understand what's going on and
Lady,
know.
why you don't knock on the door? Damn.
You asleep?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. What
You was asleep?
No, I'm lying to do because he knows it. He want to come up in here and listen.
Man, do go ahead on, man.
Hold on. Go ahead. Keep on talking. Let me mute you because he wanna.
Oh, shit, I had to turn on the fan, so if y'all hear anything, it is that fan blowing. It is hot in my room. So, for the folks that's in the chat room, what do y'all think about the justice system? And how do you think, as a black man and a black woman, or white man and a white woman, how do you feel about what's going on in this world at the moment? But shouts out to Tony Fresh in the building, Mimi Marie, My hood chick Shay, my bro Chicago. Who else was in this Jones? And
Shout out to me, baby.
Diesel. See, I didn't even know you was here, but you didn't even give me an opportunity. You feel me? Hold on. This shit is fucking up. Shout out to my bae Destiny. Destiny in this motherfucker. You feel me? Type of us. The system is really not out to help us. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Tony Fresh, what do you think, in your opinion, to make it a better justice? Say if you had the power to change something in the justice system, what would you change?
I don't know.
You don't know what you would change?
You said what would I change?
Yeah, if you had the power to change, I just put it like this to make it easier. If you had the power to change one thing in this world, what would it be? To make it a better place.
Shit, they got too much shit fucked up to only have one thing to change. That ain't gonna be all the way effective.
But see, now you see the mind frame. You want more than one wish, don't you?
Hmm.
See that's the black mentality. One fish, blue fish, two fish, three fish. No, it's always we want more. You would just have to change the way people think. So you would change the way people think. I think I wouldn't change nothing. And my reason for saying I wouldn't change nothing because let's just pay attention to why the world moves the way it moves. Let's just open our mind and say we lived in a perfect world. Wasn't no killings. There wasn't nobody hating each other. You know, everybody was always helpful. Everybody was rich. Nobody was poor. Just everything was perfect. No pollution, no nothing. Everything was perfect. The world would be so fucking boring. It'd be
For real,
boring.
though. We all be living this fucking
Everybody just be so happy. Hey, how you doing today? Let's go to dinner, and then you know what I'm saying. It'd be so
robot.
boring, right? So let's look at it this way: the world is meant to have, like, okay, let's look at the local police officer. Let's just say somebody said, well, I just take all the guns away. Well, there'd be no more police officers having jobs. There would be no more wars, none of that, right? So it won't be no shootings for sure. If you take all the guns away, it won't be no shootings. But also, when you take that away, it ain't no shootings. It won't be too much job for the hospital unless a person got sick, right? So you'll have more people dying of old age and sickness instead of by the gun. But at the same time, you took away all the guns. But what about the knives, the bats? You know what I'm saying? The syringes, the drugs. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna always, if you take one thing away, it's gonna always be something else that's gonna cause mass destruction. So the world was meant to have violence. The world was meant to have fires. The world was meant to have people sick. You know what I'm saying? It's just meant for that to happen. So if you try to change anything, it's going to be something else that's going to be found out that's going to be mass destruction anyway. So I think I wouldn't change nothing.
Uh,
That's just in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was going to school for criminal justice, I found out that the Texas prison system don't even sell lunch or food after a certain time, and then they don't give um, inmates that's on death row a last meal. I didn't even know that until I went to school for it. And they was asking, what would I
Damn.
change, or what do I think, or what do I think that can happen because of that situation. And I told them I think more riots or more killings will happen in that prison because if y'all not feeding these people at a certain time, then how they gonna eat? I know me personally, when I'm hungry, I get a fucking attitude. So you got all these men
Right.
in prison, hungry as fuck, and they got attitude. They ready to fuck some shit up. So it's
Is the
like,
food really nasty though?
let me tell you something, sweetheart. If you in prison, how long you gonna sit in that motherfucker and say you ain't gonna eat?
People be doing that.
Yeah, people go in that motherfucker line eating this shit, but eventually you're going to fucking eat.
Is it really
But you gonna start
disgusting?
it.
Welcome to the live, Genesis. Welcome to the live. What's good, y'all? Talking about this white cop that got 10 years and our black men get 15 for weed. That's what we talking. This is exactly what we talking
Exactly.
about, Genesis. Welcome to the live.
Exactly.
Exactly, Genesis. Welcome to the live.
But that's just proven facts though, man. That's proven facts. You know, I can go on and on just reading
Well,
about
I
crime.
still think
Huh?
the number one thing is all the people that's in jail behind marijuana that is so fucked up because certain states is legal now. How the fuck people in trouble for shit that's legal in certain states now? These people been locked the fuck up. All the people need to get the fuck out of jail.
Well, sweetheart, it comes to a point
First of all, if
where
it's gonna be legal in one state, they need to make it legal everywhere. If they can make it to where same-sex marriage is legal all over the world, then them motherfuckers can make that fucking marijuana legal all over and stop that bullshit. Got all the people up in fucking jail for nonsense.
sweetheart, if you
We
make
got real life motherfucking criminals out here killing
look,
motherfuckers, raping fucking babies and shit. You got motherfuckers
eventually
out there behind some shit that they want to put into their own body. I never understood that. Why the fuck is it a crime to put drugs into your own body? That's your motherfucking body. How?
that's a good question. That's a good question. But the reason why they do it the way they do it is because okay, let's just say a person is doing cocaine, right? And they got this cocaine on the table and they sniff the
Yep.
cocaine till they pass out. And then they got a 3-year-old in
Yep.
the house with them, walk up, think it's baby powder, start playing with it, they inhale some, ate some, and die. Who you think's supposed to be charged with that?
Uh-huh.
Who you think's
Huh?
supposed to be charged with that when a baby dies?
I mean, I don't know because you said the man did,
No, I said
right? Or the baby
the
died.
man passes out. The man passes out, but he still has at least a good eighth or a quarter of cocaine powder on the table, and his 3-year-old son and daughter is walking around, and they playing with the shit, eating it, and this and that, and they fucking heart bust and die. Who you think supposed to be charged with that?
The nigga's supposed to be charged for
Okay, that's the reason why they got it the way they got it.
supposed to be charged for, but at the same time, man, okay, but
Okay,
that's
this
cocaine
man,
though.
I
Okay,
watched my
cocaine not
friend
legal.
get
I'm talking about
40 years. I watched my friend get 40 years for having sex with a 17-year-old on his 18th birthday. For all these other people get a kiss on the lips. They go to jail and get out for overcrowding or good time or time served.
your motherfucking friend got 40 years for that bullshit.
Well, y'all know
But
over in
your
Mexico,
friend got 40 years for that shit. Hello, hello.
yeah,
I said your friend got 40 years for that shit.
no, that's what Genesis said in the chat room.
Oh shit, I just saw that. Oh, okay, I see. They go to jail and get out for overcrowding or good time or time served. We get 20 for leaving our kids with grandma. Oh God. What about secondhand smoke that kills people and don't even smoke? Yeah, that's true.
But how we know the secondhand smoke? How we know the secondhand smoke? Have you ever heard of secondhand smoke killing anybody? I haven't.
You know, another. I'm out of all the fucked up shit. I'm really still thinking about shit that I could change. But I'm just gonna have to say all that shit fucked up. But they gonna have to cough up the fucking cure to cancer. Cause these motherfuckers just got people dying for the fuck of it all. You know they got a fucking cure for cancer. Like how these bitches gonna fucking say, now my daddy gonna fucking die, right? And these motherfuckers got the nerve to say that there was a medicine for him.
He said what? They
So
said what?
what the fuck, bitch? There was a cure for the cancer that he had, but it's in Mexico. So so what you saying is like you could have said that whenever he first got this. They just letting niggas die. They letting people die. They got a fucking cure for fucking cancer.
Let me tell y'all something. Yeah, vaping is killing people faster. I don't understand why they think vaping is so cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let's just do it. Let's just say this. Take a iron, plug it up, let it get hot, and put it close to your arm, and let the steam get on your arm. What does it do? It burns, right? If it don't burn, it leaves a mist over your arm. That's what you put in your that oil is leaving that whatever that yellow oil is in your lungs. That mist is in your lungs. That flavor and all that stuff that is in your lungs, and then those things are exploding on people. So no matter what we do or how we try to do it, we try to eat healthy. Okay, let's say all us try to eat healthy. All the fucking healthy food is so expensive, they make you go buy the unhealthy food. And then
Yeah,
what
them
makes and then this my question. What makes organic organic? How the fuck do we know y'all not putting shit in the soil? Organic
first of all, how the fuck does milk really come from the fucking almond?
how does milk come from almonds? Hey y'all, look, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Now, this probably happened like it was probably about 3 weeks ago. You know, I had got high as hell, right? I think this is the first time. It might have been the first time that Destiny seen me high, right? So I was hungry as fuck, and it was just me, Chicago, and Destiny talking, right? So I had made me a pancake, and I fucked this pancake up. Like I really just like disrespected this pancake. But when I got done eating the motherfucker, I just thought about it. I was like, how the fuck they put bread? Well, is okay? Pancake's supposed to be bread, right? How the fuck? I felt like I ate a bowl of mix. I just ate mix. How is it bread? Like, how do they put bread in a box? And they said I'm high. I'm thinking high. No, I'm not thinking high. Like, I really want to know how the fuck do I put this shit in a frying pan and it turns to bread? Is is it just a all yeast that I'm cooking? I don't know. I mean, I guess this is.
it's
But they was laughing because they said I was fucking high.
baby,
But
it's the same.
no, I ain't high. I'm just like,
But
what the fuck did I do?
but it's the same
Shit was
thing
going on.
as a fucking cookie dough. Okay, and tell more our sisters and brothers getting on criminal system. Hey, get. More education
I'm
on our
glad
rights,
you
and we can fight this problem. What the fuck? We can fight
What
this
about
problem at
something
their
about
level, and they will have a chance. All we can do is claim it justice. They press the almonds to get the milk, but they add other shit to glycerin used to make the smoke coats the lungs, and it's impossible to get it out. It will eventually cause a carcinoma. Carcinoma. Huh?
wow.
That shit,
It's
wow.
crazy how a lot of stuff goes, like when you think of a lot of stuff. They put the contents of
Oh,
bread
there you go,
on
baby. She answered your. She said, "Put your contents of bread in a box."
and you are adding a liquid to complete the mixture. They put the contents of bread in the box. So the flour flavored wheat and you are adding a liquid to complete the mixture.
That is
But
crazy how that whole all you gotta do is add some water to that bitch, and you got whole fucking pancake.
I'm just saying, like, what makes organic organic? Organic means when you grow your fruits and vegetables naturally, right? And then you just, if it's potatoes, you get it out the ground, you clean them, and if it's apples, corn, whatever, you don't put no preservative, nothing on it, and you just sell it. That's organic, right? How the fuck do we know they're not putting shit in their soil to make it grow faster? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody just putting no fucking seeds in the ground and watering this shit and then waiting months and months and months for this shit to grow and then sell it. No, they need the shit. They need to sell a certain amount a year to make profit. Like shit just a lot of shit just bigger than what it is. Like I can remember back in the day, if you drink a Fago or a Tahitian treat, you can't even take 2 or 3 swallows before that shit feel like it's burning your fucking throat. Now you can drink
Right,
one of them motherfuckers and then they won't get a burp out the shit.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of this shit they is lesson that they're doing shit to these foods and shit that we drink. But no matter what we do, how we do it, it's going to be something that's going to kill us. If it's by the gun, if it's by what we eat, what we do just around the house, you know what I'm saying? It's going to always be something. No pesticides or chemicals, but you're right. You never know. Yeah, you never know. Organic means no
They
man-made
say no
chemicals.
pesticides, no or chemical, but you're right. You never know.
Right.
Lisa
So
says organic means no man-made chemicals, no preservatives. When you buy organic, it's rotten as you buy it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, the packaged meats that we get from these stores and stuff, like Walmart, whatever people have in their area.
Babe, babe, what happened to him, y'all? Y'all can't hear him? Something happened. The pick organic really early, so it's not ripe yet. Then by the time it gets your store, it's so ripe and only a short time before it go bad. Damn, that's crazy. Mm, mm, mm.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Man, I don't know what happened. Something just basically almost shut my computer down. So um, but
We
we
got
can
about
go.
20 minutes left. We could stay for 20 more minutes or 10 minutes if it's acting crazy. You
Who
can hear
said, "Babe, babe, where you go, babe? She looking for you."
me.
The moment we take a breath, we start to die. We just eat water and enjoy life. We are just doing anything to slow down. Well, a lot of people don't know that you actually can live off water. Our body is more percentage of water than anything.
Did you know you could fucking drown off that shit too?
Yeah, you could drown off that shit, but guess what though?
Hmm.
Y'all, guess what? Hold on, Prime say if it says USDA organic, it has no pesticides or GMOs. That's how the rich people know what food is safe. Okay? But y'all know what? A couple of days ago, me and Destiny was on FaceTime, right? I can't remember what she was drinking, but she had got her beverage and she was drinking it. She was holding it in her mouth and she was chewing it. She was chewing water, y'all.
Hey, you
Why
trying to
she do that?
what the fuck? How you just gonna tell them that?
Because
I was not sure why I was
because
trying to swallow.
reason why I said that she said the moment we take a breath we start to die. We just eat water. And then it reminded me of when you was chewing that damn water.
I was not chewing the
I'm just
water. I was trying to swallow 3 times. You ever nah y'all
my
y'all
baby
ever
don't eat
took
that
like a
gas
big
station
old sip of
food.
something? Y'all got so much in y'all mouth, right? And y'all got so much water in y'all mouth. So y'all trying to just swallow like periodically, like cause you can't just swallow it all at once.
But why you do that though?
That's what I was doing. He sweat because I had too much drink in my mouth.
And you start chewing it.
No, I was just like letting a little bit swallow at a time. Man, I know what I'm talking about. He trying to fucking
Hey.
play.
Oh, there you go. You know what I'm
He
saying?
always trying to fucking play me. And it's not funny. You laughing?
Chill out, man.
Well, I gotta chill out for
Chill
you
out.
trying to play me like I could show y'all like for real, like I had too much drink in my mouth.
I'm just saying. But
Trying to eating the water.
you was eating water. And my baby don't eat gas station
No, it
food.
wasn't, baby. Destiny eat bad that gas station food and garbage. She talking about before I went on a diet. I used to eat them pickles and chips on live all the time. And one time I went live and she saw me with a fountain drink from the gas station and she told me not to drink that no more because the fucking gas station fountain shit they don't clean it.
If McDonald's don't eat, restaurants don't eat.
Yeah, none of them
If you
do.
if you go to a restaurant and you take a napkin and you stick it in a nozzle and twist it around for a while and pull it out, it's gonna be dirty as fuck, dirty as hell. I think they should be able to take those nozzles off, have them in boiling water.
Look what Joseph said. I eat water. It's called ice.
Yeah, when it's ice,
So
you smart, you smart. I'm catching a headache.
mm, mm,
Why is that?
yeah, you hungry? Cause you're hungry.
That ain't the
Number
reason
one,
why I catch a headache all the time.
number one, number one, you hungry. Number two,
No,
that shit is too tight in your head. Take that off.
no,
Whatever that is you got
no.
on off.
I ain't got nothing on my head.
Well, your hair too tight. Unloose it a little bit.
No, There's so much chemicals in gas station ice, it don't melt.
Oh, it
Good
don't.
night, love. This was nice. All right, Genesis.
Good night, Genesis. Good night, twins.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Big shouts out to Tony Fresh, Genesis, Destination Destiny, my bro Chicago, my
Prime and
big
Quarter in this
Shay,
bitch.
Prime, Mimi Marie, everybody that stopped by.
Shay,
We gonna go
Chicago.
ahead and end this Jones, man. You know what I'm saying? I just want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's stuff that we don't talk about, and this is stuff
Fact,
we need
fact.
to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And we all can come together and talk about it and explore each other ideas and see where everybody come from and what they think of certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Without being judged. That's what the Sugar Shack Let's Talk About It situation is. You know what I'm saying? So shout
Yep,
out to
yep,
everybody
yep,
that
yep.
was streaming today. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I always lead the show with saying before you judge anybody, judge a person that's under the mirror, which is yourself. You feel me? And we out this piece.
Oh.